The Modi government continues to maintain a conspicuous silence on United States President Donald Trump's assertion that India has agreed to halt all imports of Russian crude. Days after Washington issued an executive order claiming New Delhi had committed to stop buying Russian oil, there remains no clear denial from Delhi that such commitment was never made by the Modi government. Asked by the Press Trust of India whether India would indeed end purchases of Russian crude, Goyal deflected the question to the Ministry of External Affairs.
Major announcements include free trade and Russian oil announced by Donald Trump. Could you join?
They have said it so many times, the MEA will respond.
When pressed by ANI on whether disagreements over Russian oil might affect the trade deal, he insisted they would not and said buying American crude was in India's strategic interest, while maintaining that companies decide what to buy. The Ministry of External Affairs, for its part, has offered little clarity. Minister of External Affairs S. Jaishankar previously said Goyal would know more because he was negotiating the deal, a remark that only deepened the impression that the government is unwilling to state its position plainly. Although framed as a trade concession by Modi government, the order introduces several strategic, economic and geopolitical risks for India. Strategic autonomy under question. India has historically pursued a non-aligned foreign policy, later christened as pursuit of strategic autonomy. By accepting US conditions for tariff relief, the Modi government appears to have compromised the fundamental premise of its strategic autonomy, especially when the commitment is framed as part of US national security measures. In geopolitical terms, the order curtails India's freedom of maneuver in a multipolar world. Potential retaliation by Russia. Russia has been one of India's most consistent security partners for decades. A US-driven reduction in Indian purchases of Russian crude, an economically significant revenue stream for Moscow, could strain bilateral trust and long-term cooperation. Reduced Russian goodwill could weaken India's options in defense procurement, especially in strategically critical areas like submarines, S-400 systems, and other cutting-edge military systems. Exposure to US enforcement mechanism. Given the volatility of US trade policy in recent years, India risks being caught in a cycle of compliance and renegotiation. Any perceived deviation could trigger reinstated tariffs, undermining business confidence, bilateral trade stability, and long-term supply chain planning. Energy security vulnerabilities and higher import cost. India imports roughly 90% of its crude oil needs, and discounted Russian oil has been a crucial buffer against volatile global prices. With the executive order compelling India to scale down and ultimately cease such purchases, the Modi government risks heightened dependence on costlier West Asian or US crude. An abrupt realignment of supply contracts may disrupt refinery configurations, many of which were optimized to process heavy Russian grades. Forced diversification under external pressure rather than market-driven strategy creates structural vulnerabilities in India's energy ecosystem. To sum up, Trump's executive order may have offered India short-term tariff relief, but introduces long-term strategic risks. Read the full analysis in detail on the Wire's website.